Well, folks, this is a totally unscheduled, unscripted video, and this is just giving you my thoughts here as I see it. I just got a PM a couple minutes ago from a friend, fellow person in the hobby, that MTH is closing. So there was an announcement that was put out on Train World about an hour ago. This is on 6/8/2020. As I go ahead and read this, it's about 8:30 my time here. So we're going to go down through the statement and just kind of break it down piece by piece. First thing it says is breaking news from MTH Electronic Chains. On behalf of MTH, I want to thank you for the support and encouragement you have shown my company. And this is, of course, coming straight from Mike Wolf, the founder of the company, of course, the CEO. Over the 40-year journey from humble beginnings, hard work, one of the world's largest train manufacturers. They state that they have released more models than any train manufacturer in the history of our hobby, which is true, especially in O-scale. They have done nearly every train that's ever been done. They have done in O-scale. Not everything, but certainly the biggest of anyone. So they go on to say here, it is with mixed emotions that I tell you I've decided to retire in 2021 and close the business. The last two MTH catalogs are 2020 Volume 2 O Gauge and our 2020 HO catalog, and all non-delivered items from our 2020 Volume 1 O Gauge catalog, 2020 Ready to Run, 2019 through 2020 S Gauge, 2019 through 2020 G Gauge will feature the last products produced by MTH. All of the items in these catalogs will be available beginning summer 2020 through April 2021. They will have a 1-year warranty. It says, upon our closing in May 2021, our network will provide warranty coverage through April 2022. A list of MTH's authorized service centers is available on the website and will be updated as retailers join the program over the coming months. It goes on to state that without the retailer network, they would not have enjoyed the success they've had. Says the independent hobby shop continues to be the most important cog in our distribution. They truly appreciate the support of these shops. He goes on to thank his employees for their hard work over the years. Now, here we get into some of the more important parts here. It says, with thousands of tools and molds over a wealth of intellectual property, a new model railroading company may arise from my former company as I entertain various options and buyers. One scenario is a new company organized and owned by the members of the current staff. Their decades of experience, work ethic, and creative talent will ensure success regardless of who owns these assets, while providing a welcome bridge between the past 40 years and the future. The remainder of my time will be busy as we clear out inventory and other miscellaneous items accumulated over the past 40 years. As that process evolves, we'll be offering customer and retailer purchase opportunities. And then he goes on to say, from the bottom of his heart, he thanks the loyal support for all of these years. So there it is. Couple first things. Probably the most valuable thing that MTH has is definitely going to be their tooling, especially in O scale. Somebody needs to scoop that up. It would be an awful shame to the entire hobby to see that go to waste, just because they've done nearly every engine. And their HO offerings, I'm not really familiar too much with their S gauge or their G gauge, which those offerings are not quite too wide. In HO, one of my favorite models has always been the ES44 DCC ready. I've made many videos of these. It's kind of how my channel got started, was doing work on these. Absolutely love these engines. I got a couple of the heritage units from Norfolk Southern. I need to definitely go out and make sure that I scoop up the rest as soon as I can, because I don't want to be without these in my collection. So that'll be something I need to get on here right away. In O scale, kind of the industry standard for command and control has really been their DCS system. It's something that's never really taken off in HO just because it's not the dominant platform. DCC is more of what we run in HO, but in O scale, DCS is wonderful, and it would be a real shame to see that go away. The other potential thing is you have all these DCS systems out there, and if nobody's producing them, then it kind of becomes an issue with spare parts for these people that have $1,500 steam engines, and they have a soundboard failure. Who's going to provide those parts? So this opens up a gigantic can of worms. I can't even begin to explain through all of it. In HO, I mean, they've certainly done some things that, have been unique to them, such as the Allegheny. Much of their tooling actually was kind of stolen from Broadway in a lawsuit. One other interesting thing of note here, and I'm just, going through things as I think of them, is a lot of their patents were actually set to expire next year. A lot of the lawsuit history between Broadway Limited and MTH was around patents, such as microprocessor controlled smoke. So with MTH not being in the picture, and those patents running out, that certainly opens the door for technology in the HO marketplace. A lot of the limitations that were out there were simply companies being afraid to be sued by MTH. And if MTH is under different management, will those processes still continue? Or are they still going to be sue happy? We don't know how that's going to work out. Certainly, if they're no longer around, who owns that intellectual property? I don't know how that's going to work. So I think this leaves a lot more questions than answers at this point, but just wanted to get this news out there and kind of give you my take on it. Personally, I am absolutely devastated. MTH is one of my favorite companies in HO. Their offerings are pretty limited, but I really do enjoy their engines. And I was looking forward to them doing some more, especially within the diesel and steam areas. Doing some engines maybe that haven't been done before. So we're not going to get to see that. And with, even if they do stick around under new management, it's probably going to take a while for any of that to get actually started. So until they would actually release some new models for us, we're talking years. So this is going to have gigantic ripple effects throughout the industry. And I don't know if there's anybody in the industry that has enough money to simply buy the entire company, or if maybe somebody outside of the train industry altogether wants to get into it and just purchases MTH. So we'll have to wait and see, but I guess that's all for this one. If you know any other information or want to talk about it, just post down in the comments down below. Thanks, fellas.